G'day. I'm just doing a little mod to my ute. I've got a 2010 FG XR6 Turbo ute, and what I noticed is there's no glove box light. And the weird thing is, there's wiring up. There's already wiring there for a glove box light. There's a spot in the glove box for a glove box light, but there's no glove box light. So I'm putting one in. I'm doing it my own way. To do it, you got to pull the glove box out. So it's not that hard. Open your glove box. Up in sort of this area, there's a tab. You push it back, and it'll drop down further. And then you got to unclip the two hinges on the glove box. Then you go through, and this cage, pretty much, is sitting up in there, and there's just a heap of screws you got to undo, all Phillips head screws. Just undo all the ones you see. Pop this cover off here, just pulls outwards. Get your fingers under it, pull it out. Pop the cover off this side, which again you put your fingers under it and pull it out. And there's another screw around down here. You take out, and then this will just drop out. So this is the cage, and it sits up like that. And this is right here. That's where the switch mechanism goes. So this is the switch mechanism. See these two terminals, they just hook up straight to this wiring. It's just tucked up under under that bit of tape there, just sitting there, ready to go. So those two terminals, we just hook onto those two wires and put a bulb in the end, and it would work. But the problem being, if you did just plug it in, slot it in, the globe would actually be up behind the dash. No use at all. Very little use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace that globe with a bit of LED strip. I'm going to just stick it up in this cage somewhere so it shines down into the glove box well. And yeah, should work alright. Okay, so I've got my cage out. What I'm going to do is, here we have the plug. So instead of the globe, putting the globe in the end, what I've got is this little doodad. I picked him up from eBay ages ago, just in my toolkit of bits. It's a globe, just like a globe socket, but instead of having a globe at the other end, it's got just two wires. So this will pop into the end of the plug where the globe would normally be, and then I'll wire these up. So I've got the bit of LED strip. I'll just drill a little hole in the end to stick the wires through, and I'll just use the sticky back tape to stick them in the cage there, somewhere it shines into the glove box. And then on the back here, so the plug will go in here. That'll clip in there. I'll put my globe in the end, just wire it up to it, and that'll be it. Then it can just go back in, glove box in. That should actually be all there is to do. So I'll do that. Okay, so here we have the end product. LED strip just stuck there. Little hole drill for the wires to go through. That's the switch plugged into position. And on the back side, wires come through. Hooked it up to the little globe piece that's in the plug. And it's just a matter of putting the cage back into place, popping those wires on the terminals, and you're done. Of course, with being LED, you need to, if you plug it in and it doesn't work, swap the cables around, because positive and negative do matter for LEDs, not for halogens. So I'll put them back in. Okay, there we have it. Just put the cage back, screw the cage back in, put the glove box back on. The hardest thing about this whole thing is probably just clipping the glove box in and out. Those hinges are a real pain in the ass. Yeah, so that's the switch there. Off, on. So you can see down the side there, a little bit of light, and as you close it, off, on, off. Yeah. So if for some reason you're working here with a glove box and all that out, and you want to turn this light off, just behind there there's a hole in the thing, and you can just get your fingers in there and unplug that little terminal, and that'll turn it off permanently. But yeah, something I would recommend is, while you're here, well, that sucks, like the glove box lighting, everything is ready to go for footwell lighting. See this socket here, this little brown socket? You put a globe in that, and you'll have footwell lighting. It's rigged up off the ceiling lights. So whenever the ceiling lights will come on, that would come on. So when you open the doors or when you press the button on the dash. But what I did is I cut that off and I wired up some hard LED strips along the back of the glove box. Now that my glove box is empty. Ugh. So I rigged up some along the bottom there, some brackets and a hard LED strip. So when I turn them on, and they're incredibly bright. There's also the same on the driver's side. There's a plug up behind the fuse box, a bit harder to find, but yeah, little socket for a globe. You could stick a globe in there and you're done, or you can wire up some LED strips like that.
So if you wanted to know more about doing the footwell lights, check out FG Mods on YouTube. He's already got some videos on doing the footwell lights as well as some other things. But yeah, put that panel on and that's all of it. Thanks for watching.